Hey everyone, this is Jesus, but you can call me Hal, and welcome to Hal's Corner. As we've said in the past, here is where we're going to be talking about some of the things that I love: movies, video game, anime, and of course Lego. And as I'm sure you've already noticed, the title of this video, we're going to be building a Lego set together. Specifically, this one. It is some sunflowers. Alright, well hey, we're going to have a great time, so let's get right into it. Okay, so in the box, there were 3 bags. I've already went ahead and taken out all of the pieces that were in each of those bags. And normally would separate. Actually, you know what? We're just going to stick to the normal SOP, standard operating procedures. Let's just quickly, as we can, separate into similar pieces, colors, all of that. So just very quickly, you don't have to spend too much time on this step. I don't really have it in frame, but I do have my cup. We're going to slide it right on in. My cup of coffee. Again, if you know, you know. What are you guys drinking today? tea. Is this your second, third cup of tea or coffee for the day? This is my second, but instead of just going full coffee, I just wanted the flavor, so we went the decaf route. Didn't want all of that caffeine at the moment. I'd rather be able to function and not jitter, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, we've almost completed the separating here, just about. I know this will save us some time later. I wasn't thinking about doing it at first. Just figured we'd dive straight in, but you know what? The process hasn't been broken, so let's just stick with it. Okay, and everything is separated. And of course, inside the box does have the box does come with the manual, so we're just following right along. And for step 1, looks like we're going to be grabbing this piece here. And I believe we're going to be building this twice, so we might as well set this up so that we can do it 2 times. Alright, step 2 immediately throws us into, we need a lot of little pieces. So we're going to need 24 for each one of these wheels, so 48 in total. So if I counted that correctly, that's 24 already. Okay. It looks like we had exactly the amount of pieces we needed. Some people might think, why did you even bother counting it? Because sometimes they include an extra one. And we also didn't want the other issue to happen where they don't have enough. We also need 24 of these pieces for each, so 48 again in total. Just go ahead and separate that. Okay, see, this is a situation where there was one extra. So instead of there being 48 in total, there was actually 49. So we'll just slide that guy right off to the side. Hopefully that whole process wasn't too painful to watch and experience. Now we're going to be taking the yellow piece, which kind of looks like a petal to me, what will be the petals. We're going to insert this other one right inside of it. And it looks like we're just going to be sticking this right onto, clipping it right onto the wheel, the outside rim of this. Now, okay, I'll explain something in a moment as to what needs to be done. As far as the instructions go, it looks like you're going to need to do like that. You see how they are mirror images of each other? You need to repeat that process all the way around. This would be where, if I was, what would the word be, savvy, or had already built this in the past, we could have done a nice little, what is the word, a time lapse of connecting this. But you know what? As we've said it before in a previous one, this is part of why I love building Lego. It's just peaceful, relaxing. You just take your time, you do each step, you don't miss anything. I have a great time doing this. So we're not going to speed up the process in any way. I should have started this and said this earlier. But how are you today? How are things going for you? I hope today is a little bit better for you than yesterday was. I hope it has been going that way. And I hope that tomorrow will be even better yet. Another thing one could wish for is to have 4 hands to do this twice as fast. Or even building it with a friend or with a little helper. Hey, you delegate all these ones. You say, hey, you build these parts right here. Attach these for me. Okay, we got that for one of them. Now let's go ahead and start snapping them into place. Gotta love that satisfying snap. I hope that's coming across on with the audio. Now you may be wondering or asking, how do you pick a Lego set? You know, what's the rationale behind the ones that you have picked? Truth be told, just things that I've found interesting. Sets that I've wanted to gift people. Wasn't too much thought into the whole process. Just something that I thought I would enjoy, my loved one would enjoy having, or even building alongside with me. It's pretty much all the thought that went into the process. And we lost a piece because it shot off too much in too tight a space. So it's a little bit too tight on that side, so it looks like we're going to need to adjust. Put something else on the other side. Hopefully that'll help. Okay, it looks like that's helping some. Now we're just going to put the last two in here. Did it again. Sent it flying. There is something I'm missing here. What is it? Okay, so that can fit on that one right there. And we just have to fit the last one. Where is a nice spot for this last one to go? It looks like it's not going to go on that side. Maybe we have some room somewhere in here we can make it work, you know? Okay, looks like I found some space. All right. That looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Nice. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Okay. And let's do it all again. You know, when I looked at the box and it said that it had the number of pieces it did, I want to say it was just shy of 200. What was it? 191 pieces. I was not thinking that. What is this? What was the number we said earlier? 48 and 48. What is that? Math is 48 and 48, so 96? Something like that? I didn't realize that basically half would be such small pieces. But then again, I should not have been surprised. These are flowers we're talking about here. A lot of little petals. That should have been understood. Oh well, we're going to have a good time still. Now, one of the things I'm sure everyone talks about, but is just incredible to me, is the manufacturing. They get these pieces with such tight tolerances, repeatable every single time, thousands upon thousands of these little guys that they, I don't know what it's called, injection molding maybe, or something. They're just absolutely incredible. Lego kills it. Now, if you have any thoughts on how this process could be sped up, not that we're looking to speed things up, we're trying to enjoy as much of this process as possible. You know, just taking a chance to breathe and all, but still, if you have an idea of how to do this faster or more efficiently, by all means, let me know. Okay, now we're on to the attachment process. Let's stick them on as best we can. I noticed that on either side of this central bar, it was giving me a little bit of an issue, so which is why we're trying to make sure that, why I'm starting on that side. So starting right underneath it, and then I'm going to try and fit in everything else around it. Then we'll rotate the petals into position afterwards. wonder if this will have been the most detailed and time-consuming portion of this entire build. We'll see. And the last one. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, let's go ahead and rotate the petals so that they are in alignment. Or rather, that alternating pattern as best you can get it. No need to stress too much. This won't make or break the build or anything like that. Okay, we did it again. It looks great. Okay, step number 3. Can you believe it? We're only on step 3. So it looks like we're going to be taking a couple of pieces here. These, oops, I'm grabbing 2 of them, which this step is only telling me about 1. But still, I'm assuming we're going to be doing it twice. Looks like we're going to be inserting this right into the center of said flower. Okay, looks really good. I said I'm just taking a wild guess. Actually, I believe I shouldn't even have to wait for it to tell me to do it twice because I think that's just understood. So we are going to do this a second time. Okay. Next up, it looks like we're going to need 4 of these. Let's slide this out of these out of the way. We're going to need 4 of these. So, in other words, that means we're grabbing 8. And 4 of these. 4, 2, 3, 4. And you're just going to be connecting them. Pretty straightforward. Well, I'm glad we caught that piece. Okay, so that's 4. Looks like we're going to attach these, let's call them the cardinal directions. 1, 2, 3, north, south, east, west. Next, we're going to grab 4 of these. And we're going to grab 4 of these. We're going to grab actually 8 for each side. That's 8. And we're going to grab 2, 3, 4, and 8. It looks like you're going to be putting one, we'll just call them petals, on each side of these. So it looks like that. Alright, that's one set built, connected rather. Let's do it again. Alright, now it looks like we're connecting these ones on the other pieces, so up higher on the other direction. Okay, next, moving right along. Actually, before I do that, let me just show you. Look at that. Next, it looks like we're taking these 4 and connecting them together. And sticking this right in the center. So obviously doing it twice. Now it looks like we take these larger ones and we're putting one for each flower. Okay. Alright, looks like we're up to, like we're starting to build the stem. So, looks like we need, and we're going to be doing this twice for each, obviously. So, we're going to need one of each of these pieces. Okay. Looks like that's what we'll do for that one. And then for the other one, we're going to be doing it slightly differently, apparently. So instead of a subtle bend, it's going to be completely straight. So it looks like we can connect it. Just gonna pick this one here and insert it in the bottom. And the same thing for this one. Okay. All right, so this next step looks like we're going to be doing it twice. So we're going to need a good number of little pieces here. Okay, I believe it looks like I've gotten all the pieces we need. Okay, so we wanted to take these green ones, attach it, that, slide this onto it, and it looks like that's actually all we're doing with that. So slide that one on top. Can put these guys back, doesn't look like we'll need those yet. And we're just going to be attaching them like so. And like so. Okay. Next up, looks like we're going to be doing that again for one of these pieces. All right. Next, looks like we're going to attach it with this one to this one here. All right. Now it looks like we're going to do this next part twice. We're going to need 8 of these, 8 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we just need to attach this into one of them. Connect it. This for a second one. Like that. Do this for the third one. Connect it and finished. Okay, so now just do that whole thing, process again. 1, 2, connected, 3, connected, and the last one. And then it looks like we just attach them to the flowers. Okay. Now, in what might be the last step, it looks like we're attaching our leaves to this. So it has us just snapping them into place. Actually, we're going to go with this particular one. We're going to go with 1 and 2. And 1, 3, and 4. So that's one of them. And on the other one, we're attaching 1 and 2. Well, would you look at that? I think they look fantastic. Now we'll just have to stick them into a vase, and we've got ourselves two sunflowers. That's fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. Great job, everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed building that set together with me. We had a lot of fun. Until next time, be good, and I catch you then. See ya.